Hello, hello. We are live. Welcome back to the stream this week. So we have, I think we're at number 7 of the British Cycling Racing Series. Last week was a total disaster. I'm hoping today it's going to be slightly less disastrous. If you guys were there, you would have seen my internet dropped out whilst I was in the group at the front, which was really sucked balls. So yeah, hoping for a lot better luck for this week. I was aiming for a top 15, so we are hoping to get that result this week. So welcome everyone to the feed. Hello Matt Walkers, hello Thor. I rode to Brighton on the weekend. I rode within 1k of your house, Matt, but didn't let you know. I'm sorry. Should have done that. It's a hot day today. It's about 25 or something crazy in London, and I've got 2 fans pointing at me. I'm going to point that one a little bit closer because otherwise I'm going to be dripping buckets. So yeah, we have got, how long have we got before this one? We have got 10 minutes to do some chatting and some warming up before this race gets going. It's going to be a fun start as usual. So if you guys, as usual, have any questions, fire them down in the comments and let's see if we can get a bit of a conversation going. Cameron Jeffers did last week's race and I believe he won, so fair play. Strong result. It was a bit of a bunch sprint, I believe. I wasn't there to see it because my internet dropped out, but yeah. Love how many kudos I've already got in my back pockets. I'm going to try and get to the start of the grid this week because I always seem to miss. There we go, join event. Always seem to miss the start front row, or anywhere near the front for that matter. So let's see how far up. We are this week. Oh my god, my Zwift is just frozen. Okay, I'm hoping that this is going to sort itself out because currently my Zwift has just frozen. Oh, here we go. It worked. I think that was my my laptop rather than my internet, but cheers, Paul. Yeah, I rode with a friend to Brighton on Saturday, which turned out to be 200k, which was great. Really enjoyed that ride. 7 hours in the saddle. Perfect warm-up for this one. Okay, here we go. So we've got 31 guys lining up, 8 minutes to go. We are on the volcano circuit, 3 laps of that. I believe it's the same route as what we did a couple of weeks ago with the lava. It's actually quite a tough circuit, tougher than it might seem initially. But yeah, hoping for a few more guys than 31. Normally we have about 60. No, normally we have well over 100. So I think maybe the heat today has turned away some people. With only 31 people on the start line. That is pathetic. Come on guys, where is everyone? That is a lonely race. That is very lonely. Damn. Okay, here we go. So people are going to start grilling me in the comments again, as usual. They know that if they write anything on the Zwift feed, it will appear on my live stream. So, G Gringo and Sam S Brown can both have a shout out. And good luck tonight. Yes, my internet. Good old EE broadband. I'm hoping that tonight I've never had any problems, to be honest. Hoping that tonight it stays. phoned them up. I had a conversation with them. I said it's not acceptable. I'm racing on Zwift. Liam asks, Lawrence, what do you recommend for improving endurance? There's no real shortcut for it. You've just got to get out there and do the miles. Lots of zone 1 and zone 2. I don't know how busy your schedule is, but yeah, aim for, if you can, 3 long rides a week, over 3 hours. Yeah, endurance is not one that you can skip the hard work with. But for me, I really enjoy the endurance side of training. Just heading out all day on the bike, it's just, for me, it's a lot easier than doing an interval session. It's a lot easier to get your head around it. But yeah, Liam, endurance, get on the bike, lots of zone 2. If you're struggling to find your zones, do a 20-minute test with either power or heart rate, and then you'll be able to work backwards from there to work out your zone 2. But yeah, maybe a bit of sweet spot as well. It's a nice zone to sit at, and you're going to find lots of improvements when you do a bit of sweet spot. Okay, so we've now got 46 people in the lobby. We have just under 5 minutes to go. This is probably the warmest I have ever been, well, the highest temperature I've ever started a Zwift race at, so it's going to be really exciting to see how sweaty this is going to be. I've set up another fan here. Should I put it on oscillating or should I have it constant? Don't know. 4 minutes to go. Yeah, 10 watts per kg start will definitely put me out the back. Cheers, Gringo. There you go, 50 guys on the start line. See if we can get some more. Come on. I posted on my story. Did at least not even some people see that? Pathetic. The highest, I think we had 180 a few weeks ago. I actually did the time trial last week, which is on the Thursday night. I didn't live stream it. And that was fun, let me tell you. It's like a 10-mile time trial, 20 minutes, or 22 minutes in my case, with no warm-up. That was fun. Really painful, actually. I'm hoping tonight's going to be slightly easier than that, than a 20-minute test, but not far off, to be honest. Yeah, nice one, Liam. Yeah, I mean, normally you use the winter to do your endurance, and then when you've got a really good base, then you come into the summer months and you build that bit of power on top, because you've got a strong platform there to work with moving forwards rather than the other way around. Never done it that way around, so I couldn't tell you, but yeah, normally you start the season with your base, with a solid platform, and then you start integrating your sprintables, intervals, and all the fun stuff. There we go, 2 minutes to go. We're up to 55. Should probably do a bit more of a warm up than like 60 watts. Probably better than feeling like I'm going uphill all day, right? That's how I feel like my saddle is pointing down, which is an interesting sensation. 50 seconds to go. 30 seconds to go. Got so many thumbs up in my back pockets, I don't know how I'm going to ride with all them weighing me down like. There we go, 8 seconds to go. Start upping my power. Should I attack from the gun? Straight off. Oh my god. Oh wow. Oh wow. Okay, there's a lot of people now. Holy crap. I think what's happened is we've been joined by the B group. Yeah. So now there's 220 people in the same race. Wow. Does that happen every week? I don't know. I don't remember that happening. Very useful power up. Not. Okay, we're at the front. Not too bad. It's just like how. Cheeky. Oh. Not such a bad start this week, really. I'm confused as to why everyone's together. I'm sure that's not happened before. But, yeah. Felt like a bit of a dig this week. Maybe we'll do like an attack on the last lap. See how we're feeling. Hopefully it's a bit of a hilly one, so you guys get to see a real selection getting made. Yeah, it's certainly a warm evening to be doing Zwift. I feel like attacking. 15k to go. Whoa. So hot in this lava. Luckily I put my bottle in the fridge. So, genius idea that. Need to go. Full moon tonight. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Bit of a reddish tone to it. I'm in my toughest gear, which is slightly frustrating. Okay. guys have never given racing Zwift a go, try it, it's great fun. Normally see a lot of names that I recognise from racing on the road, which is top, really good motivation. So currently sitting 50th out of 221. With 13k to go. Seem to be surrounded by B riders. Where are all the A's gone? Very confusing. This is like when they decide to put women's races in with the men's, and then whoever can hang on the longest gets the win. A bit like that. Oh, Jizzle. I'm gonna move up. Uh-oh. So good. So good. Let's roll the dice. Come on, let's go straight through them. Look at this. Oh yeah. Eat my dust. Okay, that's enough. Just testing them, you know. Okay, approaching the end of the first lap, 11k to go. Still a big group at the front. Come on, let's go harder. Okay, 10k to go, just over. I'm not sure how many hitters there are this week. Saw Ollie Moore's name on the start sheet, saw a couple of others, but no Fred Wright. Not quite what it was a couple of weeks ago. And I don't blame him, to be honest. It's a bit too warm riding on the turbo. Hence you can probably see my face turning the colour of my face there. But it's all good. Seems to be a lot more A's at the front now. which is slightly better for morale. How are we still on that 1 out of 3? We've done almost half. So confusing. How is that possible? See if I can get my heart rate all the way down. Make this easy for if it does kick off. There we go, so about 40 guys left in this group. What does the burrito do? I have no idea. Okay, go. 40th position. Okay, now we're on lap 2 as we get just past the halfway mark. So, try not to feel too cocky, but I feel like I've got a good chance tonight. So how should I play this one? Should I sit in and wait for the sprint, or should I go for a attack with like 2k to go, or what do you think, guys? It's still a little while off, but how should we play it? Quite happily follow instruction from anyone who thinks they have a good idea. 7k to go. I don't know what you can do 300 watts. It's too easy, guys. Jez Clark says sit in. Boring. You're boring. Don't take that as an insult. I appreciate your advice. Okay. Henry, what are you saying? Here we go. Here's the people in the comments. Give me some abuse. Well, thinks I should go for an AM meter flyer. I reckon that's a bit late. I don't reckon I'll be able to get a gap at that point. How's it going, Henry? Lewis, Bomb Rock. Can't see him. You can't really surprise everyone on Zwift. This is what makes it so difficult. Like, it's really tough. Because they can see what power you're doing on the right. So I feel like unless I get dropped, I'm going to do a sprint and go past everyone. So quickly they can't notice me. feel like I want to do a solo break back. Just, it's a lot of pressure, guys. Beautiful day for a Zwift race. True that, boy. Been waiting inside all day for this. Nah, I'm joking, I want outside. Not running though, not like you. Okay, I'm at the back. Just under 5k to go. I think. Oh man, Hillingdon. Imagine, it is Tuesday night, isn't it? Yeah. Mate, I paid a lot of money to race at Hillingdon tonight. It'd be so good. There'd be a lot less sweat involved, let's put it that way. Okay. Oh, people getting spat. Come on, man. Do better than that. Okay. 4k to go. You can try and recover a little bit and then see what I got in about a k. My heart rate's going to have to come down before I attack. I'm not going to be able to do much now. Just watching that number, see if it comes down. 3.3k to go. Oh yeah. Okay. It's just so hot in here, my heart rate's not coming down. Come on. Okay, it's starting to come down now. Come on. Okay. 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 Let's see what happens. Okay. Okay, it's not gonna work. was pretty brave. Okay. Ouch. Right, sorry guys. Probably didn't make for amazing viewing. Okay. 14th. It's inside my top 15 aim. I would have actually seen how well I could have done if I didn't do that do or die attack, which was a little bit silly, but can't say I didn't try. Let me scroll up on this list, see if we can see who won. Oh, keyboard's wet. Okay. So we've got R. Fenwick, L. Bomroff, which is the guy I was told to beat. Second place, fair play. He must be about 50 kilograms because he only did 299 watts. P. Brown, C. Keel, R. Stevens, K. Hodges, D. Wright, and A.D. Boss, whoever that is, probably Dutch. Yeah, so fair play to everyone tonight. That was good fun. Definitely sacrificed the top 10 for that attack, but you know, whatever. Oh, see what stats I got this week. Oh. Can't use this keyboard. It's not working. Oh wow. Okay. Do it like this. Oh. Okay, here we go. I got it. Okay. 335 watts. With an average heart rate of 163, which is lower than most people, to be fair. But yeah, 21:15. It's actually a faster race than normal. Fair play to everyone tonight. Normally my results in Zwift are come differently to how they do in Zwift itself, so it might move me up a couple of places. But any final questions before I tune out? Tonight I'm going to have a shower, try and cool off, because I am hot. Cheers for all the support in the comments, as usual. Hopefully no one from category B beat me, or category C or D for that matter. It says I finished top 13% in the category, so not too bad. Could be worse. I think if it keeps getting warmer every week, I'm going to need another fan in here. I don't think 2 is enough. Oh, damn it. Just going to do a bit of a cool down. Feel like if I do an activity that's less than half an hour, it just doesn't count. even if it's full gas. You know what I mean? Like 24 minutes, like, could have at least done half an hour, mate. Come on. Ugh. Cheers. Cheers, Paul. Cheers, DM. Cheers, Jeff. Will-eyed, Oni, and Milton. Thank you. Hopefully back again next week for that elusive top 10. If there's any... Oh no. Can't be next week. I'm pretty sure that was the last one in the series, but what I'm going to do is... Oh, Siri's just come up. I didn't say Siri. Hey Siri, go away. Yeah, what I'm going to do is find a different racing series for Siri is just getting confused from my iPad right now. I'm just trying to swap. Yeah, I'll find a different racing series and then I'll be back with some more racing. But hopefully that top 10. Cam wasn't here this week to win or to get podium. So when do you think you'll race again on the road? Well, I spoke to one of my friends yesterday or the day before, who is a connoisseur for British cycling, and they said that there'll be no racing before June 30th. There may well be crit racing in July, but at this point it looks fairly unlikely, and the possibility of road racing is totally out the window until probably at least August. So hopefully I get to race come July, but with every week that goes past it looks more and more unlikely. So I'm not sure what it's like in other countries. I know there is the Tour of Vietnam, which starts this week, I believe, which is the only cycle racing on in the world. I believe they're live streaming it on Facebook or something. So if you guys want to watch some racing, the Tour of Vietnam basically follows the route that me, James, and Francis did in November and December last year, from the top in Hanoi to the south in Saigon or Ho Chi Minh. And I think it's 14 stages with 80 of Vietnam's best riders. So it's going to be really interesting. I'm going to try and find that and watch that, because that's pretty much the only racing on the TV other than replays of the Giro, which is great, but you know, it's not quite the same when you know it was raced 4 years ago. But absolutely better safe than sorry. We'll be back for sure. We'll be back racing on the road. Yeah, it's a real shame that all these races are being cancelled, but it is what it is. For now, we've got Zwift. So yeah, thank you so much, guys, for tuning in this week. It's been a pleasure. The last one of that British cycling one, for me anyway. Oh, I've just opened Photoshop. I'm sorry, guys, my keyboard is so sweaty. Here we go. Oh no! I need a solution for this. Maybe a towel would work best. Anyway, as I was saying, thank you so much, and we'll see you on the next one. Ciao!